What is going on? I'm Anon Moose. We are on the Zedmont Warship. First time I've ever started a video in the Warships mode. I think what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you where I'm sitting at about rank 17. I've been floating on the leaderboard between number 8 and 14, now down to 16, of course. Look at this, Baby Shark, 69.4% win rate. That is just absolute beastly. Was talking to Baby Shark and Ryan way up here earlier in the day. Just great community on the Discord. I believe Philosopher King is also on Discord. Lots and lots of Canadian dudes hanging out, chatting, giving strategies, all that sort of fun stuff. This is my base. It's basically by accident. I have not done a lot of work. This machine gun I had to move towards the shore a little bit because I had a little bit too high, but then just shock mines hidden away, trying to slow people down. People have been going right on me, getting this engine room, then going back into here. Probably need to move this shock mine over, making random changes in the middle of a video. Not super good. I highly recommend watching replays. So in my YouTube comments yesterday, someone said, hey, you should be going 5 heavy boats and then 3 heavy boats to finish. And I said, no, it's not really necessary. And then I ran into shock mines. As soon as you run into shock mines, doing all 8 boats of heavies will not work. Now you'll notice in my tech tree, I don't have mines. My mortars aren't maxed. My sniper towers aren't maxed. I don't have that choice node. I don't have max level cannons. I don't have boom cannons. So I am definitely behind on the defensive side. So I have to rush. And in those rushes, I end up either winning or getting crushed. I just wanted to show you one attack I had recently. This was against a 4-engine room base. This was my first 4-engine room base. I went to attack it, and the beach wasn't over here, and my mind kind of just exploded. So I just made this up as I went along. And as you saw there, I lost. I've got 1 boat of Grenadiers mixed in. The reason for those Grenadiers was because I was trying to get rid of some shock mines, and as you saw there, the 1 boat of level 1 Grenadiers is working a little bit, just getting some damage from those rifles, getting heavies out front. Managed to take it down in 2 minutes 40 seconds. A reasonable time, but they just crushed me in 3 minutes 2 seconds. Now, I want to show you Scorched Earth. No, they weren't doing it. So I actually had 1 player come in and use bricks, grenade, whatever, the cluster grenade, and take out my entire engine room all by herself, which was interesting to see, but I still beat them. So I don't think that maxing brick is something you should be doing. Anyways, let's show you this 5/3 deal. Because as soon as you start getting into shock mines, you need to have this split. Otherwise, you're just going to lose, and we don't want that to happen. So as you can see here, they've got 1 shock mine up here. I check shock mines every time. Level 5 shock mine means there's going to be 10 of them. So we've got 2 back there, a bunch back here. And getting from this engine room down to this engine room is going to be a problem if we do a full 8-boat drop. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do a 5-boat drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drop brick in behind, and I'm going to use an extra flare simply to avoid that darn shock mine they've got sitting there behind that cannon. Then we're going to hit battle orders. I have been hitting battle orders after the flare is thrown. Otherwise, what happens is you end up with that bug where brick just stays at the shore, and you really, really don't want that to happen. Flare lands, hit battle orders, get our dudes running. Now, as soon as, there's only 1 shock mine we should hit there, so I'm going to drop all these heavies at the shore. This is where the timing comes into play. You want to drop your heavies early enough that they're near that bottom engine room, but not so early that they run all the way past, or not so late that they're super, super late. So now that that flare has expired, we can get going into here, throw that last bit of shock, throw that last flare. Probably should have thrown a med kit instead. I've just unlocked med kits, have not mastered them yet. But as you can see here, heavies grinding away at that last engine room, should manage to take it down, but we're already into probably losing territory. Simply 255 is too slow. Need to get about the 302, 303, 304, that sort of neighborhood. Shock mines, a big issue. Let's see how we're doing here. Did we get the win? No. See, like I said, just too darn slow. Throwing that last med kit would have potentially helped us. Opening up our chests right away, because as you can see here, not anywhere near the edge. So anytime you're near the edge of a rank upgrade, save that chest. You can get more rewards in it, but obviously you don't want your timer to stop. So if that doesn't make sense, please hit me up in the comments. Let's keep going. Now, yesterday I had a super not awesome day, like super grumpy, bad sleep, and I on the YouTubes, I called an idiot and resorted to name calling. Was not my proudest moment, but sometimes you have to fire your customers. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard that phrase or not, but someone who can't understand logic is not really someone that I want subscribing to my YouTube channel, so it's just better off to have one fewer subscribers, and I didn't do it in a super great way, and I was basically a jerk about it, but let's get our troops rolling right along. Going to use our shocks somewhere in this neighborhood. Now we're going to get our last 3 heavies. Probably should have dropped those last 3 heavies way, way earlier simply by how far away that last engine room is. But hopefully we can get into that last engine room with some troops. Now, I'm finding that people moving that right-hand side engine room up is being a huge, huge boost. So it's just different. And copying bases in Warships is great and all, but realistically, if you can set up your own base that's slightly different, you're going to have advantages. So by all means, copy someone's base, but really, if you can make some tweaks to it, you're going to do far, far better off. So everyone's going left, like the left-hand side flare is the faster flare to get to this engine room. So by mixing things up, this person has obviously seen the 5/3 split in the past, but hopefully we can still manage to take them down. Probably not. Those last couple shock mines doing good stuff, but I don't think it's going to be enough. As you can see here, it's going to be so close. I think they beat us by 1 second again. Every time I go on YouTube, I lose, and that's the reason is I just sat down and started playing. If you guys have any tips on getting your mojo going for Warships, whether it be a second account, please do hit me up, because I find that as soon as I sit down, I just start losing. I was up to 1730, 1735 at one point. Sorry, rank 17, 35 stars, I should say. But now, as you see, I'm just plummeting down, 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 down. A Skull Crusher there in the list. Shout out to him as well. Don't talk to Skull Crusher much at all. You guys might remember, I think I was the first person to have Skull Crusher on my stream back when he had like 12 followers. I'm not sure if he remembers that, or I think that's the case. But that was kind of cool. Back when we were doing the whole Warships, or the War Factory race base, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I totally just misclicked and hit that cannon. But so far, I think this is the way to go. The other thing that I've been doing is accidentally, stupidly throwing 5 boats or 6 boats or too many boats at times, which has been frustrating as well. So if you have a tip for how to throw only 5 boats as opposed to 6 boats, would love to hear that as well. There's nothing more frustrating for me than when I totally and utterly screw up and throw the wrong number of boats. This shock shouldn't really be required, but now I think we're going to be able to get to that last engine room with most of our troops without hitting a shock. Oh, there is a shock mine hidden there, you sneaky devil. So that's where my scouting skills just not super duper good. Here we go, getting into this last engine room. Gonna throw a med kit as opposed to a shock, because I think the med kit is going to be better off for us. Come on. Let's see if we can finally get a win on the YouTuber if we're gonna keep going downwards. Ugh, just grinding. Really would like some, what is that called? I think I'm basically guaranteeing we've lost 3 subpar times in a row. Don't have any mojo going. I find that I really get streaky in Warships, and as a result, just not good. Like, just got absolutely crushed there. Let's see what we can spend our keys on. See, now, I'm saving for Kavan, but at least I can upgrade something. I think what I need to upgrade, let me just see what we can upgrade here. I want to upgrade without spending keys. Mortar's not the answer. I don't think Sniper Tower's not the answer. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. If I could upgrade troop damage, I would. Overall, I don't think I have anything that's worth upgrading here. If you see anything different, please do let me know. Upgrading Brick doesn't do anything for us. She doesn't get an extra level of battle orders. Upgrading Shocks, get an extra second, but that extra second's not really going to do it for us. Maybe it's medkits. If you guys have any input, I'm not going to upgrade anything until I get some comments on the YouTubes. Otherwise, that is me losing a whole bunch of battles in a row. As you saw, I was doing well, then I started recording and just got crushed. So maybe the meta's changed overnight. Maybe I need to warm up. Otherwise, I just wanted to show you that 3 across different meta that I've found to be incredibly useful as soon as you start hitting shock mines. If you don't see shock mines, by all means, just go 8 boats of heavies and crush them. As soon as you start seeing level 5 shock mines, you're going to need to change your strategy, though. Anyways, that's all for me. As always, I'm Zedmot. I will find the person that suggested the 5-3 and give them a huge shout out in the comments down below. Please give them a thumbs up, all that sort of fun stuff. Otherwise, I'm Zedmot. Thanks for coming in. Warships! Peace!